Mr. Challa Srishant is joining us, MD of CCL Products, to discuss the results and also the sector. Srishant, I was looking at your numbers this time around. There has been a very sharp improvement in numbers. I mean, very high double-digit growth as far as all your segments are concerned. How much of this is actually okay? First, why don't you tell us what's driving this 40%, 20% EBITDA growth, margin expanded, profit growth 30%? What's the driver?
One, we've expanded our capacities. Two, the green coffee prices, the raw material prices have gone up as well, which is why the top line is actually increasing a bit disproportionate to the actual volume growth. Volumes are actually in line with what we have projected, which is in the range of around 20%. So that has been quite consistent for us. We have our strategies in place. We usually sell 1 year in advance. So we are on track with whatever projections we've given. It's only that because of the raw material prices going up, the top line growth appears to be abnormally higher than normal.
So this is Vinny joining in the conversation as well. And, obviously, want to touch upon that acquisition of the brands that you have made recently of Löfbergs. And, a lot of brands that are coming in from this acquisition as well. Could you help us understand now, with this brand acquisition, what will be adding to your top line from this? How much more growth will we start seeing, and when will we start seeing these synergies?
So the brand that we've currently acquired, it's already doing around 18 crores. We are targeting to make this into a 100 crore brand within the next 3-4 years. So that is similar to what we have done in India already. 5 years ago, we started from scratch. And today we have more than 150 crore branded business with us in India. So just exactly what we have done in India, our idea was to replicate this in the UK as well.
Okay, we are also talking in a quarter where you also ended the full year. The way your growth is actually panning out, both organic and inorganic, what's the outlook for the next 4 to 6 quarters far out?
So I can give you a slightly bigger or a larger perspective. Our objective was that we wanted to double our top line and bottom line within 4 years. So keeping that objective in mind, we are doing all these things. We're also in the process of transitioning from a pure play B2B player to a B2C company as well, which is why we're taking all these steps towards focusing on branded business in India and outside as well. We're leveraging on our connections in different countries with our partners to help us establish and achieve this objective.
Right. So, just in terms of obviously that aspiration you have in terms of the growth, you said that focusing on that branded just so that, that will further give you a push. That means are there more such, deals or inorganic growth or something that is planned for the company going forward then? Anything in the pipeline now?
Nothing specific right now that I can talk about. But yes, we do keep getting a lot of opportunities. And as and when we feel that something is worth considering more seriously, that's when we do take it forward. This is something that we've been discussing for a while. And we are more connected to these particular brands because we used to supply to the original brand owner for several years. So we know about the product formulation, we know exactly what qualities that we were selling, and we were part of the growth journey until they sold their brand a couple of years ago. So now we got an opportunity to acquire the same brand, and that is why we are here today.
How's competitive landscape? I understand many companies across the country, it's a country of tea drinkers, which is turning to become a country of coffee drinkers. And every now and then I visit a new city and a high street kind of area, you see new brands cropping up. So competitive intensity must be high as well.
Yes, it is high. And one good thing is that the entire market is expanding. We have a lot of large players who are already there in this segment. You have small players who are coming in and trying to improve the product qualities, offer a wider range of products. So there's more talk value, and the number of people who are interested in transitioning from tea to coffee also is actually increasing quite a bit. We've seen this kind of a transition take place even in countries like China. Now we are seeing it in India as well. The Western world has been drinking coffee for a really long time, and the sales have always been high. So that is continuing to grow as well. So coffee is, end of the day, the second largest traded commodity in the world after oil, and that's one of the reasons why this has become a very attractive segment for a lot of people.
Shanta, thank you very much for joining us with that take.